Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect. Today's beverage is not technically a beverage because it is a standard Highland spring water, nicely chilled, however, and sometimes you just need the hydration. Either way, welcome back to Prison Architect, where the foreman's calling. Due to some logistical error, we are receiving extra supplies. Can those extra supplies just be big bags of cash? You know, the sort of cartoon, sacks with a big dollar symbol on the side. That would be lovely because money is not ideal. Either way, yes, welcome back. We've had, as is per usual in this gang facility, a bit of violence. We've had some changes and additions, mainly around the canteen, adding in some more entrances and freeing it up. And it does seem to have made a positive thing, but that just could be confirmation bias, and I've not really had a huge amount of in-game days with the changes. But hopefully we are progressing towards better. In this episode, I want to get at least one of the green energy grants done, which is green energy goal number 7. That will do a couple of things. It will increase it's half the effect of negative weather and double the effect of positive weather. So basically, we won't have a huge downside when we've got, in this case, low wind, but we will get bonuses when it's nice and sunny, that sort of thing. That also means that our financial compensation will be a lot higher, and, well, that's the overall goal, because that will then afford us the funds to finish this thing off, which it is. Oh, gang graffiti. Let me clean that up. It is sort of done. I don't think there's any major changes or additions other than around here. I do want to sort of put these in, and I'll probably do that. I think I'll do that now, actually, once we come through to the next day, although we'll probably get a fine for gang reoffending or some such. Not gang reoffending, for prisoner reoffending. Could be gang reoffending, but let's see. So 3, 2, 1. No, we didn't actually. Okay. Let's go over to quick build, custom and cloning, and then we're going to clone. We're going to clone in that. So it goes there, and I'm just going to clone that, and it goes there, and then it'll be that and that. Now, obviously, some of it is missing, so I don't have in, say, lights in between these, and I don't have the radiators, so I'll try and put that in, because that doesn't clone. So the radiators will go there, 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 and darn it, it's gone. They've put it there. Right, I'll have to right-click and move that, but otherwise, if I right-click now, it could break. So I'll wait until it's in, and then I'll cancel it. So that one, dismantle that one. I haven't put any windows on here, by the way, which people have pointed out, and I'm probably going to fix that when I can. And I have the funds, but it's expensive. I think it's 200 a piece, and we've got 20 of them to put in. And, well, we shall see. Radiator there. Okay, that should be fine. And these obviously have got the same sort of deployment. So this area here, protective custody. Don't know what we're going to do with that bit. Similarly for these areas here, I just sort of we made provision to do something. And there's fighting going on here, but it looks like the guard Sawyer has dealt with it. Yeah, I made provision for making changes, but it doesn't seem to have been a big problem. So, how we're doing for security? We do still have, Chop here, the butcher. Is it the butcher? The butcher, it is. And still Paul Welsh over there fighting. Yeah, okay. Another 36 hours before we can change our regime back to something more reasonable. Let's just double check our programs. Still finishing this. Cold training, 38 finished. Let's stop that one then. Disarming will run. First aid. It's only 3 in the queue. We'll stop that. Fire safety training. Fire safety training, pest control doesn't seem to be as high priority as some of the others, and they keep taking that gym. So I'm going to clean that up. Now, you tell them to clean up, and it really does annoy the inmates. That's a them problem rather than a me problem, though. So, to do clean up. I don't think they'll do it when they're hanging around. There you go, look at that. Oh, is that a play being made? They've got a territory. So the bone breakers have taken a territory, as you can see. However, they've got no gang officers, so they're just doing it because they've got people. Yeah. And the guys come in. Let's evict them. Takes a little while to evict them, but we'll go ahead and do it. 9 grand, enough to hopefully put in some more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That should be all the wind turbines required, and there was a little noise there. Hopefully that's to indicate that that is true. I don't think so, though. No, we just need more. Just need more. And I'm going to get a bank loan to finish it off. And we have a death. It's a guard. Church. Okay. So I'm going to get a guard response on this one. Because they've taken... Murdered by a prisoner with a baton. So they've taken the baton from the gym. And now they've got hold of key cards. The original baton, the offending weapon, I think. And then a normal baton. And there's a stun button left there and a set of keys and nobody's stopping them. Oh, they're not taking it. Oh no, looks like Composter here is taking it. And there we go. And that guy, Tim, I'm going to search the prisoner because they've just ran up and I believe grabbed a baton. Right, so that's the first time really... Well, not the first time the gym's come from because it's been taken over by others. So maybe it is time to remove it. I don't know. Right, where was I? Solar panels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there we go. That is that completed. So it says the negative effects of weather are halved and positive effects are doubled. So all of these negatives here, which to be fair doesn't really matter because we're still producing stuff, it's now going to obviously export. We do have now 2 other green energy goals, which is to have inmates pass the solar panel development. That's not going to happen. And then finally, fully charge the batteries, which should obviously be progressing on quite well now that we've done that other green energy goal. It's in the grants tab. And then we increase the output of all power sources by a factor of 2. So this meter will it'll max out at... It maxes out at 5 grand, so with what we've got there, taken 3, it's just going to max out every night. So, yeah, and then there's that gang graffiti again. Let's clean that up. Let me double check the gangs again, and it is taken over. No, they are being evicted. They are being evicted. It's just taken some time, you understand. And then we'll check over here. As I said, I don't know if the other benches can be taken over. I'm not too sure. Gang members are furious because Garcia is being punished. Yes. Let's go with some informants and once again potential CIs. Recruit and recruit. We'll have a lot of CIs now, won't we? Yeah, loads. Let me go for a guard investigation. Guard shakedown. I guess it is in some ways. We do have a guard that is getting sacked. Who are they? That's Stan. Stan, you're being sacked. There we go. Crook guard fired. I will replace them, but I'm not going to... I've replaced 2 of them, actually, because we've had some losses. But I'm not going to go much further than that. It's fine. I'm hoping we can get our programs running a bit better. Oh, there we go. So here's all of these. Now the positive effects are in play, but they're also doubled, which means the power export, only a couple of hours after getting paid, is already up to £1 grand. And apparently a tunnel is there. Is not one I believe at all. Okay, so let's have a quick look in the centre because we can see inmates coming in to eat. I don't know whether having the tables on the sides would be better. I think there's going to be violence regardless of what happens. Regardless of where these... I think definitely adding in these extra entrances, I think, have helped. But maybe putting these down the sides, because they'll come around like this, rather than going in the middle and the sort of staring off I don't know. But I'm not going to change it now. No. I will, however, get rid of my bank loan. And then look over here in the middle where it is. It's chop. It's chop. It's going to be chop. Chop's being chopped. And then healed. They are a snitch. So killed for being a snitch. And then healed again. Wow, that was even their own gang members, I think. Certainly there was their affiliation fighting with them too. Either with them or against them. But yeah, they're a gang member. I can't do anything about that. I can't put them in here because that's not what this was built for. This is now in. Let me dismantle these bits. That's all good. Cells are in. We've got all this big free space here, but obviously we just don't need it. I think that's sort of proof, really. And yeah. Another fight over here in the gymnasium once again because, well, it's been taken over and also it's an easy supply of clubs. Right. No, this is why we can't have nice things. Oh, I can't get rid of it. So because it's been taken over, I can't do anything about that. I need the eviction to finish. Once the eviction is finished, the gymnasium is getting sealed off. Because they are stealing too many clubs. That's now been taken. Let me just double check the last 7 days. Yeah, I think that's fairly evident, isn't it? That that's not going to be a thing anymore. So it doesn't matter what I do to it. It's getting removed. There we go, and then that'll be cleaned. So what do we do with this room? Is there any other room that I can make that? I mean, yes, of course. There is obviously solutions for this. We already have a shop, which is next door. We have classrooms, but only one. I don't think there's any call for it, actually. Programs, prisoner programs. All this is going to be shouting at us because of the schedule, which hopefully will be finished soon. 4 in-game hours. Foundation and General Education Program. Nobody's interested. Nobody's interested. So a library would help and a mailroom would help. Out of the two, mailroom obviously meets the literature needs. There's almost no literature needs because every single cell has a bookshelf. And the mailroom has family needs. So I think that's going to become a mailroom. I think so. Dismantle object. It's getting gone. Now, I actually think that it was doing well. Huh. Killed by guard with a stun button. Why? Don't know. I actually think it was being a positive influence on the inmates. Because it even says in this list. Well, no, in the rooms bit. About them using that. About its better ways to calm and such. And settle differences the old-fashioned way is what it says. But yeah, it's gone. And we're going to sell all that. Get rid of all those. Get rid of all those. There's probably loads of stuff over here we can sell as well. Let me just get it all sold. Prisoners settle down about their work. Guess they saw the last few days something of a vacation. Put them back to work. Yep, that's fine. So. Regime. Work free time. Like that. And reschedule all programs. And then everything should be back to normal. I think so. Stop pharmacological treatment. There's only a couple in the queue there. Spiritual guidance is good. Parole hearing doesn't cost anything. Alcoholics group. A couple in the queue. We'll wait for them to finish that. Tattoo removal. 4 finished, 4 passed. Gang rehabilitation. We're going to keep running. Only 9% have passed though. Faith program is good. Although nobody's assigned. Although it says brief therapy. 2 interested, 4 finished, 2 passed, 50%. And it's only 150 a session. Fight club. 1 interested, 3 finished, 0% passed. I'm stopping that as well. Actually, how much was it? It's gonna come down to cost, like everything in life. It is, where is it? Fight club. Oh, it's only 50 a session. I might as well run it. I've spent all this money on the room. I'd have been much better saving that money and, well, probably just burning it for warmth, truth be told. But there you are. Bureaucracy, we still haven't got offshore tax haven, by the way. Yeah. It is what it is. Right, over here. So this is going to be a mail. Oh, no, we've got another mail room. Of course we have. It's down here. So I don't need another mail room. What else can I get then? Just going to double check. Max job's 5. I don't know what else we could make this room, if anything. A library. Don't think it would help. Workshop, certainly not. I mean, it says certainly not. Why is there a failure state? Staff have become unhappy with the working conditions in the prison now, threaten to go on strike if they don't get a 50% pay rise. There's that. And then you just give them the cut. Like that. Now, it's not ideal. And I think I've actually cut it another 10% in spite. Yeah, you can see the staff are not paid enough and have serious complaints. Right. Food need. Huge food need, in fact. Look at that. But there's loads of food there. And loads of trays. And it's set to staff only. Don't know what to tell you guys. Just have a bite to eat, maybe? Maybe? Is it set up? Have I just changed this? No, food distribution is set correctly. People are eating the food. Don't know. Don't know. I'm going to increase their breaks to 20%. And it is unfair to have that pay rise cut right off. Let's put it to that. Right, this room then. What can I build it as? I was going to check out where was it? Programs. Workshop safety induction. 0 interested. Nobody cares. So we need a passive room. Cinema. Lights, camera, action. Prisoners can now enjoy classics such as The Great Intake, Blue Mile, and It's Wednesday, My Dudes, and many more. Right. What contraband does it generate? Obviously, if you put snack machines in there, it will generate contraband. Dangers. Doesn't say any. Okay. Can it be taken over? Well, that says it's still taken over by the bone breakers. So, yeah. I guess I'm just going to put a cinema room in and see what happens. Is it just going to be another place for them to congregate around and smash up? I don't know. It could certainly be that. And it's just going to cost me more money. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to remove it. It's not going to be anything. I've got other things to be dealing with, like flooring, which I've been threatening to put in for, 20 episodes now. Actually, I think we are on episode 20. So, let's save that money. Speaking of money, how are we doing for compensation? What was it set? It didn't say. Finance. No. Valuation. Can't sell anything because we've had more violence. There we are. But, let's put in... Oh, solitary. The amount of people that have said about putting in some toilets in solitary. It's not a terrible idea. But I don't know if it actually does anything. Because they're handcuffed, which means they can't use items. I think people just like the look of it. And for the sake of the $2,000 or so that it's going to cost me to do, I am going to do it. Okay, killed by a guard with a stun button. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put these toilets in. And flooring as well. So, metal flooring. Put in like so. Water as well. So it'll be a small pipe, which I'm just going to connect to... Where's the nearest connection point? It's going to have to connect to, like, here, I think. But what would be best if I just go that, and then run the large pipe, because the large pipe can't freeze. Ah, darn it. Someone's been targeted. Ex-gang member as well. And that's one of the persons we've reformed. Oh, actually, wait. Wait! Why is the armed guard still punching the ex-gang member? Protective custody. That guard, tell him to go away. Because I don't know if you saw that. I believe Hein... What have I missed? Why are all the ex-gang members being targeted? Right, so over here, admittedly an ex-gang member that I hadn't spotted, but it has ticked over. It is part of the ones that we've reformed, I believe. Yes, 5 finished, 5 passed. Then over here, Gareth Richardson, for a start, shouldn't even be here, and I don't even know how they've got there. Because they should be only in here. Because they can't go through this because it's staff only. Interesting. There is a notable thing here. Hey, look at that. Gareth Richardson, prison number 432878064. Sentenced for 29.7 years for multiple crimes including torture, armed robbery and perjury. You can see that they have no recent misconduct. They are, however, fearless and an ex-gang member. But they've not done anything wrong. Is this a guard that is crooked? It is possible. There's Haddad. He's getting the sack. And there's another fight over here. Big fight. Multiple gangs. Guard response. That guy's got a drill. I don't know where they've got it from. Also, this is another thing. I probably should change the entrances to be at the top here. That was something I was meant to do at some point. And this isn't going well. I'm going to do guard response once again. You see guards are coming in. But they've basically smashed all of this up. I don't know why everything's going south so quickly. Right. This double visitor door, I'm dismantling that. And repair the detectors and then I'll sort the rest out because I'm putting the doors up here. So there's two ways in. That's the plan. Killed by a guard for being a cop killer. Aston Taylor. And also Peter Gerrard is injured, as is Stephen Happ. Okay. I have no idea why things have gone so bad so quickly. So, yeah. That's a thing. I'm going to let the guards deal with all of this, moving people around to solitary and things like that. We've got workers, obviously, that need to sort stuff out as well. So we'll go through that process. You can see about half the facility is due to be put in solitary, which is ridiculous. Yeah, let me go for... There's some decent money there. I think I'll probably have to stop these programs there. No, disarmament certification is still running. That's alright then. Danger level has got to a reasonable level. The pipework is still being installed. Over here has now been sort of fixed. So let me go with that. And metal detectors. can go in there. We're going to go with concrete wall, which is going to go there and there. And then this section, I don't know why that's been rebar. That might be an automagic thing. And then doors, which is just going to be, to be honest, just standard double doors because, well, visitor ones doesn't really seem to make much difference. And there we go. Okay. So finish that off. That's fine. Right. So they're putting that in. It will require some utilities. So electrical. And electrical will be in that side. That's good. Like I say, this room doesn't really have a purpose, and I don't really know what I'm going to change it to. Oh, what I'm going to change, and this will then... It's a bit of a redundant thing. However, the areas outside were always meant to be... Everything was going to be concrete on the inside. The outside, the staff only areas, were always going to be brick wall, and I just messed it up. So now I'll fix that. Good grief, look at all the people going in solitary there. Loads. Loads. Let's go to security, and we do have Chop. And we also have Barker, ex-law enforcement and feelers. So they can go protective custody. And we have rats in the facility, so we'll call in the air pest control. Okay. So this is better, hopefully. Let's go with some flooring. White tiles in the middle. I was going to reposition that table. And that's fine. Let me go ahead and do some more. White tiles can go in this canteen. And this canteen. And in here. And in here. And probably in here. And then we've got a little bit of this to go into. Alright. Just thinking about the ways in. I guess technically that should be a one as well, but yeah, just putting in some of this flooring. Actually, I don't think that flooring should be like that. But it's gonna get put in just for the sake of ease. Some of it's in and some of it's not. Because we do need to obviously put flooring in loads of these rooms. And I know there's going to be bits that's missing, but do what we can. And yeah, there will be rooms like here that we just don't build. And it's obvious that we just don't need it. Fisher, ex-gang member. Protective custody once again. And we're up to now 40% on reform. So let's just double check. Tattoo removal. 1 in Q, 6 finished, 6 passed, 100%. Good. Let's double check security. Just have Chop again. Alright. How was our power export? Interesting, that was good. And we've had a J. Baker snitch. So the snitch has been taken out, even though they're in protective custody. That's because we are mixing ex-gang members who have lost their gang traits, so not just gang member, but also the traits that come along with the associated gangs, because we've got them extra settings on. So it means that things like battle tendency, sneak, thief, gym rat, vandal, enforcer. Actually, I don't know about the enforcer part, but yeah, a lot of these other ones, they come along with the with the other stuff. So that's what's happened there. But they've lost it. But they're still gang members, so they still may have certain tendencies for their behaviour. Okay, so flooring. Flooring is going in. And once it is in, we will be pretty much done. I believe so. Shop can have the same treatment. This room I'm not. This room's just going to become that. And also, there's no point in having a patrol in there for an empty room. I don't know what it's going to be. I'm just going to change it to staff only. And extra supplies. Fair enough. Staff only. There you go. Just going to double check our prison labour, which is pretty much set. Yeah. All right, we are going to leave it there for now. That has been a bit of Prison Architect. Positive daily cash flow. Reform is heading in the right direction. 62%. It was like 67, 68% before. Prison grading is better. We have released 30 inmates, so we're never going to get the other grants done as far as I can tell. We're not going to be able to get cell block C because we need to increase the amount by too many. Yes, we could make this room a dormitory and over here in any space we have. Yes, we could do that. It might technically get it done, but it's probably going to cost more than what it will get off the grant. We're not going to do manufacturing or the reform stuff. So yeah, either way, we're going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Prison Architect. Next episode, we will, I think, finish this off, unless there's any big calamities, and it's mainly just flooring and any other little extras that we happen to need. But overall, yeah, ended up in a much better place than before. Let me know what you think in the comments, and as always, we will go from there. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.